Through turn 12 they go, and the one car takes off with a huge lead in front of Rafael Santos. Side by side, we're fighting. That is Rafael Santos and Michael Costello. Costello's on the inside. He's going to take that position. Rafael Santos all the way back to P3. Elliot Cox, P4, and Travis Smith. That is your top 5 at the moment. Coming through the S's.
Coming through the S's here for the first time tonight, we single file out as now we see Costello trying to run down your leader Pearce as he grabs a little bit of curve there. He's going to continue to wrap the curbs and try to chase down your leader, who is James Pearce currently. Wow, we're still single file here.
James Pearce getting a good lead, something that he looked forward to here at 7/10 over Michael Costello in that number 52 Porsche. James Pearce continuing to increase that gap. Rafael Santos sitting back here in P3 now. He has lost a lot of time to the leader, 1.6 seconds back, and he's coming under attack by the number 11 Porsche of Elliot Cox.
Yeah, Zohar is going to get a great run here off of 12. He's going to try and set him up for turn 1. He's looking to the inside of Capone. Doesn't have enough of a gap closed there to make a move. Oh, Capone sideways! Oceans! Oh my goodness, we got contact. Oceans into the wall. Capone saves it. Big news! Ocean's going to get that thing whipped back around. He's going to lose a lot of time here. Yes, he is right up to the bumper here, heading for 7. He's going to close that gap even more. He's giving him a little bit of that bumper business behind him. He's filling up that rearview mirror of Santos. Santos is going to go a little defensive here. He's going to get a great run down the long straightaway. Does he have enough to take the move to Santos? Looks like he's not going to get close to. There he is. He's going to go to the inside. Here, what a move. Here comes Travis Smith to the inside of Santos.
Santos is holding on with the defensive position. Travis Smith, still staying behind Santos here, coming up the uphill and down the downhill into turn 12 now. Travis Smith in the number 69 car, still all over his rear bumper now. Lap 5, lap 4 has just been completed, and into turn 1 they go. Travis Smith is going to have to wait towards the end of this lap again to make another run at that number 65. They're coming through the S's very, very clean. They got Matt Yost in front of them. Matt Yost is a lap down with some early race troubles, but they're going to be clean. Going through 6 and 7 now, possibly Blake Nave in the number 51, trying to get around Matt Yost right now in that Ferrari. So far not being successful, but coming down the back straightaway, Matt Yost pulls over for them. A great competitor right there, showing great sportsmanship as we now see a battle between Zohar Kabani and Blake Nave.
Wow, we are side by side here down the long straightaway. They're going to nearly make contact there. What a move here by Zohar Kabani. He's going to have to take the outside line here into turn 10. Can he hang it up on the outside? He does. He clears him. Oh, he's going to pull a crossover. Oh. Contact is made. Oh, big contact for Blake Nave into the wall here. Yeah, as we set up for 7, this is one of the better passing zones. He just wasn't close enough to make this move on Elliot Cox. He's going to get a great run off of 7. He's going to try and chase him down the backstretch here. He's only about a car length, maybe 2 car lengths back. He's closing that gap just a little bit at a time. This is part of the track, though, that the 65 has not shown the pace of the guys around him, but he's got a great run here. Can he take it to the outside here?
Rafael Santos to the outside of the 11, that of Elliot Cox. They're coming up the hill now. The 65 couldn't complete the pass, but here comes the 69 of Travis Smith. Through turn 12 now, across the start-finish line. He might have something for him. Going into turn 1 now, he elects not to do anything. And in and through turn 1, the 69 almost had issues there. The 65 gets loose into the S's now. Here comes the 69. He's hunting another podium position here. Right now, Elliot Cox coming under attack by Travis Smith in the number 69 BMW. As they come down the back straightaway, Travis Smith, he's going to set himself up to be in striking distance. Going into turn 10, he's going to be looking on the outside of the 11 car.
We are side by side here, turn 10. Smith does not go extremely hard on the brakes like the 11 of Cox did. He's going to get right up to his bumper, follow him down the downhill section. Here comes Travis Smith, all over the bumper of Elliot Cox. And we're going to complete this lap. He's going to get a great run down the front straightaway here. Cox throws a block. Smith looks to the outside here into turn 1. He's not able to make the move into turn 1.
Off the exit of turn 1 now. This battle is really heating up. This is for P3, a podium position, as the 11 car was running wild through these S's. He's grabbing lots of dirt there, trying to maximize every little inch of track that he can. Travis Smith behind him in the number 69 BMW, holding tough through those S's. We know that's not his strong point. His strong point is now. He's ready to take this position through 6 and 7.
He gets real hard on the brakes into 6. He gets real hard on the brakes again here into 7. Can he set up a good enough run here off of 7 to charge down the backstretch at Cox? He is digging. He's about a car length back as we're going to set up for turns 8 and 9 down the backstretch. Can he run him down? Can he set him up for another one of those turn 10 outside moves? Here he comes down the backstretch.
That BMW has lots of straight line speed compared to everybody else right now. It doesn't look like he's going to be making a move. Going into turn 10 now. This 69 holding very tough behind the 11. Maybe not getting as good of a run that he wanted through and off of 7. But coming down the hill now and into turn 12 and crossing the start finish line. Travis Smith holding on to P4 as he looks to possibly make a move for P3.
As we got a battle, Zohar Kabani all over the rear bumper of the Lego car here of Jackson. They're going to go side by side here into turn 10. Kabani's going to send it in on the inside. He's going to nearly contact his main into turn 11, Zohar. So Kabani had to let off the gas. He's going to lose all this time as he's coming to pit lane. Pit cycles have
He's
begun.
in pit lane right now. Rafael Santos, he's coming out. Elliot Cox, here he comes. Oh man, Rafael Santos making up a lot of time on that pit stop. He's P3 at the moment. He's plus 2. Plus 2 right now over Elliot Cox. A great pit strategy for that 65 car as they continue to duke it out through the S's. The 65 car holding strong.
He's going to have to defend here on these fresh tires here from Cox. Cox is going to challenge him here. Looking at him into turn 6. Can he make a move to the inside? He doesn't. He's going to follow him through. He's going to use the brakes real heavy here in 7 and maybe set up a good run down the backstretch. He draws right up to the bumper here of Santos. Can he hold him off? Can Santos defend the 11 of Cox as we're going to go down the long backstretch and setting up for that real hard left-hander of turn 10 at the end of this straightaway? Yeah, as it looks like the 11 car of Cox was really hard on the brakes there, got into turn 10 extremely well. He's going to have to make something happen here this lap, though. He's losing time here to Santos, and that tire advantage is going to fall the other way towards the 65 car. Can he run him down here through the S's? He's been super aggressive and quick through the S's. He's going to charge and get a lot of curb here. He's going to use up all the curb he's gaining on the 65 of Santos. He is flying right now. Can he get up there and challenge him heading towards turn 6, your next best passing zone?
Oh, the 11 Rex coming off of the S's. He hits the wall. Elliot Cox not going to be able to hold on to that P4 or challenge for the P3. He's back to P5. Travis Smith taking control of that P4 position. Rafael Santos off of turn 7 now, holding on to P3.
As we got this battle here, this battle has been going on for all race between Mulvey and Oceans. As Ocean finally gets by him, he runs wide. Here comes Mulvey. He's going to try and challenge him. We're going to go side by side here down the long backstretch. This is going to be exciting going down into turn 10. These guys are still side by side.
Michael Ocean just inching ahead at the moment. Ryan Mulvey now takes that position. They're swapping back and forth. Going into turn 10, the 19. The 19 holds on to P9 there. Ryan Mulvey doing a great job to outbreak the 111 of Michael Oceans through turn 10. Through turn 12 now, Ryan Mulvey holding on to P9. Here comes the number 11 car. He's trying to grab a little bit of draft there. Now coming down the back straightaway and coming into turn 10. Travis Smith holding very strong onto that P4 position. Again, as he tries to roll up to the P3 and to try and challenge that for a podium position. Coming up the hill now and over through the downhill part and through turn 12. The number 11 car looks like he possibly got a little bit of loose there. That gives a little bit of breathing room to Travis Smith here. We're looking at just about 2.5 minutes left to go in this race, Jay. Here's James Pearce going through 6 and 7 right now. This guy has... Oh, he spins out!
Oh, he's sideways!
He's got a 22-second lead, though, Jay.
I think he's got it in the bag.
I think he's
he
good.
Just can't do that again.
I think he's good.
Goodness. I think he wanted to hype up the drama here as he's coming to the checkered. He just wanted to maybe give the other guys a chance here as he's coming down the backstretch. He's flashing his lights. He said, I made a mistake. It's all right, boys. We got this in the bag. I'm looking for back-to-back wins here to start the Formula Touring Series. Into turn 10, still flashing the lights. Twisted on the side of the car. Twisted driving ability behind the wheel, coming downhill here for the final time through turn 12. James Pearce is going to take the dub here.
James, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
James, again, another clinic you put on. Still, somebody, Michael was close to you for a little bit there at the beginning, but really towards the end of the race there, we saw you. You spun out in turn 7, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter at all. James Pearce, man, what a race you put on.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was, I mean, not my proudest race. To be fair, a lot of mistakes in most of my laps, and it wasn't the cleanest affair I've ever been a part of. But, you know, it was the end result. If you're looking at that, then, yeah, it was a success on that mark, and continuing to push forward with those, you know, at the end goals are always what you want to see at the end of the road. But, you know, on my road of development, I definitely need some couple things to work on in that race, because that was not the prettiest affair I've ever been a part of.
This man won by 16 seconds, and he's telling me it's not clean.
No, it's not, you know, a couple laps. Yeah, I didn't feel smooth. I didn't feel at home in the car. I really don't jive well with this track, it seems, in the GT3s. And you know, I didn't really manage the tires well, and kind of smoked the rears. And although I kept a good pace, you know, kept in the 19s for pretty much almost all the laps, besides a couple of traffic. You know, it wasn't what my proudest moments of those. But no, at the end of the day, if you're coming away with a race win, you can't really be too upset with it. But definitely some takeaways to make some improvements and continue the development in that.
Absolutely. You could always tell a racer versus somebody who's out there, right? A racer comes out here and notices his mistakes, comes out of the race, is very critical of himself, but comes back next week even better. James, that's what I most appreciate about you. You're a true racer. Jay, that's all I got for James here. What do you got for him?
Yeah, James, you kind of taken off here with these back-to-back wins here in the Formula Touring Series. It's been impressive. I mean, you're over here critiquing your work, and you're over here dominating. I mean, who do you have to thank for just an amazing race, and then your performance and the speed you had in your car tonight?
Obviously, I don't know what my team's currently doing now. It seems that we might be in a standstill or kind of stagnant, but no, thank them for the last 4 years I've been a part of them. I can't think of enough. Harry Wells has been a driver and coach, and all the guys that previously ran in the PESC and the Peak Antifreeze were kind of mentors for me for the last 4 years. So those guys really kind of brought me up, and I want to thank Kai Dizel, Chase Wilson, and Dan Tenorio. They've been my teammates for a while, but I haven't seen them in a bit. I wish, you know, come back, please. You know, but no, yeah, definitely those guys to thank, and whatever I go forward with, whatever teams or whatever what I'm going forward with that, just want to thank, you know, my family as well, my grandparents. They're always supportive of me racing, and they always, occasionally, whenever I'm struggling in the car, will bring me a water bottle. My grandma does, so she's a sweetheart. But no, they're super supportive, and you know, they always watch the stream, so I'm super happy with that. But no, other than that, just, you know, thank myself for that one. That was that was an interesting ordeal. But, you know, hey, we came around with it, so I want to thank myself for sticking through it and keeping the head down and making sure that my mental was strong this one.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming out again here, James Pearce. Thanks for giving us some great content, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Yes, sir. Thank you.